It's time to make our thumbs a little greener. In today's episode, we've got 3 different types of LED lights to show you guys, and I'm going to explain a little bit about the different applications and where I use them at the indoor garden here inside. Let's take a closer look. First up, we have the smallest of the 3. This is a KeShi 45 watt flexible head grow light. As you can see, there's obviously 2 of them here, and then they pivot as well. These things typically always come with an automatic timer and then multiple different brightness settings. This one has 5 different brightness settings on it, which is really helpful in order to dial in on what you're doing. I've got one just like it up here, giving some general task lighting to my growing area, but more specifically, I use these like a 45 to 50 watt LED grow light when I'm propagating succulents or other types of indoor plants. When I'm starting out propagations, usually I recommend like a 45 watt grow light just like this one. Even if it's a standard UFO grow light, that's about the type of wattage that you're going to look for. That way you don't burn your propagating plants, which is really, really important, especially when taking leaf cuttings and stuff like that for succulents. Something of this size is just what you guys want. Again, this is a KeShi 45 watt flexible head LED grow light. It's a full spectrum light. It's also important to note that this is providing a full spectrum light to your plants. That way you get a well-rounded light going to them in order to make sure you maximize your growing capabilities for propagations or some low light plants that you might have it on. Alright, let's move on to the next light. Next up we have this Sansi 70 watt panel LED light. Again, this is full spectrum, which I always recommend when going with LED lighting. Unless you're just trying to get flowers or something like that and you need a flowering stage light, then I would suggest getting something that has a switch on it that can change from vegetative state to a blooming state. Basically, all that means is it just adds the spectrum that the plant needs in order to bloom or flower. In most cases, you won't be needing that. The 70 watt LED is going to provide you with enough light to grow all sorts of indoor plants, including fully grown and mature succulents, cactus, and any other plant that is not a low light need. You can grow them with this. Typically, for a light about this size and 70 watts, I would generally feel safe with growing a 2x2 area with the light about 2 feet above your plants that you're growing. Again, I've used these on succulents before with really, really good results. If you guys need some supplemental lighting in different areas of your home, I would really suggest a light like this. And with this full spectrum, you're not going to see those really bright pink hues that you kind of want to avoid. Just for the appeal of your home and your plant area, this full spectrum is really, really great. With this light, there's a couple of different mounting options depending on where you have it. If you want to flood a wall, you can just set it up like this. Otherwise, that has the option of hanging just like this right above any plants you guys have growing inside. So this is the Sansi 70 watt panel board LED. The build quality is really nice. I've really loved the Sansi products in the past that I've gotten, and this thing has been working great. Definitely suggest this one as well. A really good baseline cost too. You don't need to go and drop a ton of money in order to grow your plants indoors where supplemental light is needed, and this is just prime example of that. Next up, we've got this bad boy, which is the Mars Hydro TS600. While this is a 600 watt LED grow light, it only consumes 100 watts of true power. When looking through LED lights, the wattage that they list under the title isn't really the actual consumed wattage. That's the wattage that it's meant to replace based off of lumens and how much light is actually getting to your plants. This Mars Hydro is capable of growing all sorts of high light requirement plants, whether that be tomatoes, vegetables, cannabis if it's legal in the state where you're at, or hemp in a state like mine, Wisconsin, where you can now grow it agriculturally with the correct licenses. This Mars Hydro TS600 is also a full spectrum LED light. It's going to do a great job at growing all of the plants that you guys have that have a high light requirement need. I really highly suggest this one. It's great because it's super duper light compared to many other LEDs that you get. It's very thin, very lightweight, and yet built great as well. Looking through this thing, I've been so happy with it and really happy with the results we're getting too. Another great benefit of this light is how large this panel is. It provides you guys with a great growing area below it. It's not like you guys are limited to a couple of small indoor plants, or even if you're growing some larger plants, this thing will do just fine covering all the foliage needs of those plants. This light also comes with this really great, and I would say essential, ratcheting hanger, so you can adjust the height of it as your plants grow. Getting these shipped with your grow lights is really a bonus, and I would say make sure you have it, make sure it's included in the packages. With this Mars TS600, it is in there, so that is a good thing and will definitely help you guys out when you're growing your plants. I have the affiliate links in the description below. If you guys would like to help support the channel, I really appreciate it. You guys purchasing products through those affiliate links really helps out the channel and helps me create more and more videos for you guys, which is really my passion and what I want to do more than almost anything in this world, is grow more and more plants. As many of you guys might have caught the bug, I definitely have the bug for growing plants. It seems like no matter where I'm at, if I'm going through a store and see that they have a setup of some plants that I didn't expect to be there, I'm shooting right over to that plant display and checking out what they have, because you never know when you're going to come upon a really cool plant that you don't have either inside or outside. And I think that's something that's really exciting about gardening too, is there's always something new to experience and always something new to learn. So with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a comment below if you have any questions about different grow lights, different lighting requirements for your plants when it comes to grow lights as well. I'll make sure to answer any questions you guys have. And again, having grow lights inside on your plants can be really beneficial. They've provided me with so many different areas inside the house where I'm now growing plants where I never would have been able to before. Whether that be succulents, cactus, tropical plants, vegetable starts, you name it, we're growing it inside throughout the entire year. Whether it's spring, summer, fall, or winter here in Wisconsin, we've got plants growing. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I wish you all a happy gardening adventure. We'll see you in the next video.